Hello guys and welcome to another Era of Chaos video. Guys, today we are talking about Trial of Angels and some certain stages. By the way, at this very point you'll be seeing timestamps if you want to jump to a specific stage walkthrough. Now for the first stage, 14.2, I used Solmir and Jedi. Those are my two characters that I used. Now we are going to start with one of the stages. Basically, there wasn't a big secret here. For example, in the Trial of Light, you'll be seeing right now. And this is my setup. And what I used here is a devil. He was extremely useful. On the bottom, you're seeing a witch. The reason why I have a witch is because she's going to not snare but silence the Naga on the bottom, and that's really important if you want to do a lot of damage. Now as you can see, the devil is doing work, and on the bottom I am pushing with a lot of spells. On the top the devil still is doing work, and basically that's it. Now if you want to pass this stage like this, you require Solmir at least 2 stars. You also require a witch. I think that everybody will have a witch by now, and you need to have a strong devil. That's really important. If you don't have strong devil, this won't work, so make sure that you have one. If you meet all those criteria, you'll be able to beat this stage without any problems. Now the next stage is kind of tricky. It is really annoying, and the best way I can describe how I defeated it is, the best way I can describe it is just evil sorcerers, and the other UR I have is the Judicator. Basically this is the thing, this is the way I defeated 14.2 Dark. I just used Jedi and I put a lot of heals on the top, as you can see, and this is basically the strategy. Nothing amazing, nothing great. Once all the units are gathered at one place, I'm just doing Circle of Life after Circle of Life after Circle of Life. I'm stunning everybody, I'm petrifying anybody, and then I repeat Circle of Life after Circle of Life after Circle of Life. So basically this is it. As you can see, at this point it seems that my evil sorcerers will die, but both the Behemoth and the other unit, they don't really do a lot of damage. Actually, at this point, I'm sorry, it is just the Behemoth. The other is the health of the crystal. So in other words, the Behemoth, he doesn't do enough damage in order to kill the evil sorcerers, so with some spells I'm able to take the Behemoth down. And this is the way you defeat stage 14.2. Not really that difficult. You have to keep in mind that you require some URs that you should have by now, also Solmir and Jedi. Now I really apologize guys for 14.3, because this is what happened. As you are currently seeing, I did the stage, I recorded it. Actually I didn't record it because I was in the subway traveling to work, and by the time I arrived back at home the replay was gone, and that was really horrible. So what I can do is I can just walk you through my strategy. I don't really remember the exact details, but what I remember is that the devil on top was a key, was a real key for my victory. I think I frenzied the devil and he really destroyed anybody, and yes, I lose Gelu in order to defeat this stage. It was pretty possible, and I did it at 1.2 or 1.3 million power, so it's perfectly possible. Once again, I cannot really show you with details what I did because the replay expired. I can only show you how the Dragon Nutea user did it, but what is really useful for this is that at least I can show you Dark, because in Dark this is at exactly my strategy. Of course I didn't use the exact same units, but what I used was a Cavalier. The Cavalier was on top, so what he did is he stunned this mage, and one stunned, what I did is I stunned immediately the mage on the bottom. My hero was Jedi, so the mage on top died because I actually gathered all of my units on top. I just overpowered this mage, and then I focused on the other angel, or not the angel, but I'm sorry, but the giant on top, and this is how I defeated this stage. I also had some units on the bottom, but let's say my strongest unit, the bulk of my formation was on top. So this is the way I defeated this stage. It definitely can be done with free-to-play hero. As you can see, this guy used Luna, I used Jedi in order to keep both of those mage stun. That was really important, and this is the way I defeated 14.3. Once again, I really apologize that I cannot show you my replay. It just expired for less than a day, and yeah, I wasn't expecting that. There are 3 keywords for 14-4. Actually, the first one is Solmir, 2 stars. The second one is Jedi, 1 star, and the third one is the Devil. Really important. In order to beat Light, what you have to do is use the Devil to execute enemy's Angel. Then you have to focus on the Genie. In this fight, I used Solmir. It was pretty. I wouldn't say it's easy, but definitely was easier compared to Dark, because the Devil was doing pretty good work on the enemy's Angel, and all of the enemy units gathered at one point. That's also very important. You have to make sure, if you're using Solmir, that all of the enemy units should gather at one spot. Despite Mephala ult, it doesn't really matter. Once they are gathered, you just have to spam spells once the shield is down, of course. And you have to focus on the Genie. Once the Angel is down, once again, focus on the Genie, kill her, and that will be it for the enemy. Of course, the main source of the damage is the Giant, so the Giant should die as well, but that's not really that high priority. You can see my Devil currently executing enemies Giant, and from there on, all you have to do is spam spells while the shield of Mephala is gone. There is nothing else to be done here. Pretty straightforward, but once again, first priority is kill the enemy Angel, second priority is destroy the Genie, then eventually take care of the Giant, and because he's doing quite big damage, so he has to be killed. And from there on, just spam spells once the shield is done. It was really difficult. You can see I have 40 seconds on the clock. I'm doing all my spells, and I think I did it just on time. So once again, not really the easiest stage in the world, but compared to Dark, this one was much easier. Now let's focus on Dark. For Dark, I used 1 star Jedi, and his spells were not even maxed out. I believe only his ultimate was maxed out. So what I used, like a strategy, is I wanted to execute the enemy Devil, and then once you take care of the Devil, there is another problem you have to take care of, and this problem is called the Naga. As you can see, I am focusing all my control spells on the bottom, because I want to make sure that the Naga won't be joining the party on top immediately. I want to take my time, and sooner or later she's going to kill my tanks on the bottom, and she's going to join the party on top. And at this point, with my power at about 1.3 million, 1.2 million, I couldn't do anything about it. So at this point, it absolutely looks not winnable. It looks like it's lost. But remember, the Jedi is pretty good at controlling stuff. You can stun, you can petrify, and you can heal your troops. So if you manage to disrupt Naga ultimate and stuff, you can kind of win this. The moment Naga dies is the moment you win this game. As you can see, she's going to die right about now. And from this very moment, I almost doesn't have a living unit. There's only 2 units that live at this point, but I can keep them alive, and their 2 main damage dealers, the Devil and the Naga, are down. This is the point of this stage. You have to make sure that their 2 main damage dealers are down. Once this is the case, as you can see, 2 behemoths and a mage, they cannot really do anything about killing my commander. This commander is the evil sorceress, so I'm doing ultimate, then I'm stunning, and then I'm going to do another ultimate, Circle of Life, and this is the way you defeat this stage. It was pretty beautiful. Definitely Dark was harder than Light, but it is doable if you have the correct strategy. Once again, your main problems in this fight are the Devil and the Naga. Once they are down, the enemy doesn't really have a lot of damage potential, so from there on you can just kill him with spells. Jedi is pretty useful to do that, even at 1 star. Okay guys, so this is going to be all from me for today. I really hope you found this video useful. See you next time. Take care and stay safe.